greetings. Alright, we can do that, actually. I was gonna say, like, I don't know what to do yet today, but I think that's actually what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that quest. We're gonna go check out that murder and try to solve it, and maybe grab that poster and do some side quests, try to unlock some more side quests. Not too interested in actually going all the way to, the broker quite yet. I haven't really done any organization. I should sleep really quickly before we start. So that's what we should do, probably. Why are you always out in space when you're on the ship? I'm definitely not actually supposed to be. I was definitely on the planet for a while, and then it was like, eh. Alright, some liquids. I really don't feel like putting all this away right now because I have a lot of space, so I really don't need to put all that away right now. After this episode, I'll try to do some inventory management if I remember to. Do I want companions right now? I technically have to, I think, have companions right now. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. I don't have to, actually, because I guess I could just not use Nyoka's help. I don't know, if they're, it's saving right now, so if they're a pain in the ass, I'll just stop using them. But welcome to part 10 of the Outer Worlds Supernova. I didn't say that part, actually, did I? Today's about a 50-minute episode. I'm gonna guess 50 minutes flat or so. Because they're, in about, well, 53 minutes, I have to be doing something, so. Then it always works out that way lately, because I'm always streaming Overwatch from, like, 6 in the morning till, like, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we jump on Outer Worlds, so. We've already been here all day. So let's do some side quests to start out and then see what we want to do after that. Well, let's go solve a murder for now. I guess having companions for this is useful. Because I am doing side quests right now. I'm not really going very far. At least, I don't plan to yet.
Wrap Musk and Canadize right here.
Is there anything I can sell right now? I don't actually think so. Guess I could sell that. I don't need all this. Is there anything I have like an abundance alcohol-wise? Synergy brew, I guess. I don't know. For now, I guess I'm fine. Oh, this is considered stealing for some reason. Sorry, I should actually like leave these open. Is that all the clues? I mean, I don't need any more, I don't think, but I mean, is that all of them for the sake of getting them all? Yeah, I think so. Let's go talk to the toss ball betting person there. At CNPs, we know our C's and P's. This is the wrong place.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games.
Oh,
So
definitely.
who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
The Darlings? Seriously? I mean, yeah, you're looking at the Darlings' newest recruit. Boss is a shoo-in for Rookie of the Quarter.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch? Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for
They
you?
should just...
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right, so the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay. Let's go deal with Elijah.
Smells like rat in here. Oh, it does work.
Sorry, chat. Babes him.
I wonder
Yeah, they're behind this, aren't they?
on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think
Use
they're
a
watching
ladder,
the
don't
same
I?
serials,
One
following
around
the
here
same
somewhere.
tossball games?
Yeah, actually, they are. Literally, telling you now.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Oh, right, this quest.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd
slap him.
protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
If a queen got to him, he died quick. Ought to be thankful for that. Most aren't so lucky.
Oh, where's my fainting chair? I can't take this. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Right, I can't save before I talk to this guy.
This ain't your alley.
Pick up something close range.
What are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Go Berta, dude.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Out at Devil's Peak? If you're headed that far, I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him,
Nyoka looks high. She's
suppose
always like
that
staring
means
off.
You aren't here for Saltuna. Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this. Now, I had
You
hoped
buyers,
that
Mitch?
livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
That's the board's way. Doesn't matter if you're Monarch or the Groundbreaker. If the board can't control you, they'll find a way to punish you.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent of the establishment?
Monarch's a free planet, Felix. It's also fucked. I ain't a fan of the folks on the board, but if they could be wrangled to rebuild our roads, I'd welcome the help.
Your friend makes a good point, young man. I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Sorry, Chad, I'm plugging in my phone really quickly. That's all I'm doing.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities
says I was
in
helping you?
Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
I was starting to get bored listening to you until you said the phrase extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush.
How's my intelligence not high enough? Could definitely be wet, but whatever.
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Yes, actually. Okay, bro, I'm trying to type right now.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else. In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind, in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws.
Your first mistake was expecting the board to cut you a fair deal.
I understand the sentiment, but if we can't rely on some sort of framework, then what do we have? I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments, by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
Sounds like the board gave themselves the power to arrest an entire planet.
They would say it's for the greater good. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
We'll talk more about this later. I enjoy me some dialogue, but that was a lot at once, so we'll do a little more later. Let's go take a look at arms storage. How far is arms storage, by the way? It's considered a faction quest, actually. I also do want to check in on that. Which one's closer, really? It doesn't tell me until I actually leave. Okay, well, that's fun. Oh wait, I actually do have to ask Celia first. Right. Let me quickly do that.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago. Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Whoa, headset. You're not.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. Sorry.
I mean, while we're here...
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Nice of you to say. I like her too. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
There we go. Sebastian's gonna go on a date with the lady. Yes. What am I stuck on? Like, why wasn't I able to go past him?
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, Yay,
In between.
a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this, or was it more? Sure, I don't have anything else going on. Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow.
Thank you, eh? You're welcome. $300 to go on a date? Oh my god. Call me Cupid, smile. Grim tomorrow, yeah. Velma. Let's talk to Velma, chat room. So much questing to do right now. I didn't even realize how much there's actually in this little area sometimes.
Hey, Vel.
We'll pick up Velma's quest
Catherine
quick.
the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
You're what now?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. I would if I weren't busy here picking up his slack. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about
What,
cover
seriously?
it?
That's rude.
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. I got a feeling you and Catherine would get on like tumors on a pig. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
Sick.
I hear those
Easy poster. The actual other way of getting that solved is way more annoying. You have to like go fucking... The other person gets it and then gets it stolen, I think, if I recall. And you gotta go like kill people for it.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was gonna spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Cougars chat. Okay. Might as well have 50 inspiration. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. 7 more points. 5 here. How about start moving that? Alright, so new companion perks. Round 3 is chance to reset ability cooldown, companion ability damage, damage to corporate military. Rude. I think ability damage is pretty, maybe we do take damage. I was gonna take, something else instead, but... This one's damage to creatures. I think I'll take her. Her specialization perks are pretty good. Some of them are really good in this game, actually. I don't have to go do what I was going to do, chat. I don't think anymore, so. We're still gonna end up being 50 minutes to 1 hour flat, so don't be too surprised about that, but. No! No! What do
Hey,
you want?
got a favor to ask you.
Oh yeah,
Figure
your
while we're
companion
out here
quest.
in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking,
Suppose.
it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
We're not going to see the broker yet. Where do I want to go first? Right. Wait, no. Did I do all those quests already? Yeah. I don't want to do that quite yet. So wait, where's Fallbrook? Not far, right? Let's go hit Fallbrook.
To visit Stellar Bay, taking the sights, the sound.
Right. Here's the road. Follow it south.
Oh, chat, let's find out.
Wait for this! Solid kill! Heads up, jackass!
I actually love both of their abilities combined.
Oh, that's the last of him!
Okay, and honestly, the enemies aren't so bad right now. There was no special ones, though. So basic enemies are a fight, but not that bad. I don't know about anything else, so... We'll just presume I shouldn't fight the super strong stuff too confidently right now. But we are slowly leveling up and gaining more health and everything, so I mean, that's good. I'm gonna try to get into the safe. I think I have something to get my mind attributes up. Stealth attributes. Is mind attribute stealth or body? I actually don't know. The mind attributes. Okay, apparently it's considered mind attributes. Got it. Feels weird that stealth is quote unquote a mind attribute. But okay, good. Sure.
Staying out of sight.
Good draw!
I swear I reloaded already, Jim, but okay.
You're going down! We're the best.
Anyways, I wanted to, I'm using their abilities because they give bonuses anyways. And I need the achievement. I don't even have the achievement for using their abilities like a bunch of times, so might as well probably do that. I never used their abilities on my main, or my first character. Oh. I use them very rarely, I should say. Like, I got like 2% progress on the achievement, basically. Bunch of mag picks, oh my god. Shunt. A nice hat. Fine, I'll pick this. I don't know if I should. I should not really waste the mag picks right now. I'm gonna end up wanting them later and then regretting it really hardcore. What's a nice hat even do? It's like speech plus 7? Yeah, it's leadership and speech. It's pretty good, actually. I upgrade it to be okay. It's not probably very good armor. It's probably like max like 20, which is pretty bad, actually, when I think about it, but... Alright, so let's go running around for a bit. Let's probably spend the rest of the episode getting kills. Or some kills, at least. I don't know how bad guys with guns will be right now. Probably just avoid them.
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
I do like Nyoka, by the way. She's not the best companion, but I think she's a pretty fun one. I keep walking away, I should be okay. Why is that Mauler not attacking these guys? That's really annoying, because I want to go through here, but not attack this Mauler. And then, because if I attack this Mauler, they'll wake up. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know the exact distance of everything, but I'm going to guess that if I fire from over here, it'll only wake up the Raptidon.
Take him down.
Well, for now, we've only woken up Raptidons. So dramatic.
To shreds, you say?
Heal just in case they start taking damage. They'll start healing.
Hey, boss! Watch this! Oh, that's the last of him.
Heal them a bit. I'm sitting on 59 heals, so...
Huh?
Wait for him to pass a little bit. We gotta sneak past. Oh, wait, I feel like sneaking past. We don't feel the need to engage these. We can teleport here now, so that's good. Oh, that's terrifying. What the fuck is supposed to be here? Fourth. Are there people over here, or is this just this one guy? Oh, there's a ringleader, understandable. I have to pee so bad, chat. I know I'm not gonna go mid-episode, but holy crap, do I ever have to go to the bathroom? It's getting bad. It's not bad yet, but it's getting there. Welcome to Amber Heights, chat. One of my favorite locations. I like Amber Heights. I mean, I did end up having to kill them in the last Let's Play, and I think I will again. Because I do not like their way of life. Like, I like their idealism, but I don't like their way of going about it. Although, I do know an alternate solution this time. So, we might go for the alternate solution. There's a big, hardcore, really annoying one that you have to do a lot of work to get to, but it's a good ending for them, so I'm going to try it. It's a good ending for Monarch, but I just don't know if I want to go through all the trouble. I do, so we probably will. Again, I want to do every quest possible in this game as much as I can. Like, I just want to spend as much time playing quests as possible.
In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know.
Did I? What?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
That paper they use makes excellent kindling, you know. If they ever get more, you ought to grab some.
What? Nyoka? That's why you wanted so many? You said you were just spreading the word. While you keep rude company, you're welcome all the same. We're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
This place wasn't half so pretty in the serials.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Weird. It said I had a message. I don't have a message though. There's so many work orders you can just like do like a hack or something.
Can't.
Can't what? Anywho. We got Tucker. This is what we were technically here for now. I don't really want to talk to these guys yet. Not really. The secret people. So how far away from here from actually doing this? We went the opposite direction, did we not, technically? We'll see if I actually want to do this. I might end the episode here because yes, thank you. Felix, did we not talk about this when we got here? I might have to end the episode so I can go use the bathroom and I have a couple other things I want to do today that aren't streaming. So we'll see. We'll see how far away the location is. I don't remember. If it's close by or there's a quest close by, I'll do it. I mean, and really, what I might do is go back to Stellar Bay because I can actually teleport there because of my ship. And while we're there, I'll finish the last 2 quests in that area. Like, there's one for what do you call it? I have to go talk to that guy and tell him to come back to work and shit like that. Yeah, 600 meters away. Not likely, buddy. My ship's in Stellar Bay, which means I can travel to my ship and then just go back outside into Stellar Bay, where there's quests for me to do. Oh, wait, no. Is it? My ship's in Stellar Bay. Yeah, I moved it last episode. I was like, wait a minute, it might be in Cascadia. No, it's in Stellar Bay. I had to move it last episode. That's right. Oh. If I stream again today, it will definitely be me having fun on Forza or something, just for fun, if I'm bored. Or Overwatch with Morgan to finish off the Moira quest. Because I need 5 games, 4 games, something like that. I don't remember exactly how many games I need. It's like 5, 4, something like that. Wins, that is, I should say. Not games. Don't really need companions right now, do I? Whatever, I'll take them with me. We're literally going to be in Stellar Bay for like 5 more minutes, and then I'm ending the episode, chat. We're just gonna do some dialogue. Go finish off those quests. Turn over that. Talk to the girl that's, babying her kid. Her adult son. And then, there was one more. What was it? What was that other quest? I can't remember. Oh! Make the guy fucking come to work. And a YouTube episode just got uploaded that I want to watch. That's perfect. I'll be finished in like 5 minutes and I can watch that while I eat. Because I haven't eaten today and it's 4 p.m. So... see here. I'll talk to Agnes quick. I don't know if any of them are genuinely closer. Doesn't really make a difference that much, at least.
Between you and me, we know all there is to know about Monarch.
What makes you say that?
Well, you got your life experience as a hunter, and I've memorized every episode of Terror on Monarch.
Oh, Terror on Monarch's a riot. It's all made up, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, right. Next, you're gonna tell me Halcyon and Helen weren't based on a real person.
I won't tell you that, no. You seem happier in your ignorance.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the Captain how grateful we are, Tuck Tuck.
Mama,
Tuck.
I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that... what a sour thing to say.
I didn't mean to skip the end of her dialogue,
always
chat.
need me. I'm his mama, you know.
Mama, what I need is for you to listen to what I want for once. But that's between us. Now you promised the captain a reward, so settle up. Then you and me are gonna have a long talk.
Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my tuk-tuk home safe again.
Yes, yes, good luck. How very sweet. Apartments.
Whatever
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry. Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
Alright, we're gonna end the episode here, because I forgot that you have to actually go find this person. I don't think there's anything else to do in town, right, chat? No? No, we're good. I'll see you guys next time. We'll continue doing quests on this planet. I'll probably end up at the tower. Devil's Peak. Probably end up there. Maybe it'll be next episode after that, but I think I'll end up there that episode. I don't know. I'll see you guys for that.